I think Senator Cotton is on the floor, obviously, with this issue. So a couple quick questions.
Leader Thune.
Thank you. It's like running four corners offense here. On this memo from the OMB here, I mean, do you expect Republicans, and I'd be curious about some of your colleagues here, do you expect Republicans to say, okay, this is the executive branch, or draw a line in the sand and say this is the legislative branch, we have the power of the purse, we're going to push back on that, we're going to protect our prerogatives? Do you think this is a dangerous situation to have the administration try to claim so much power so quickly without clarity over administration, over Republicans?
Well, I think they are clarifying it, and I think this is not unusual for an administration to pause funding and to take a hard look and scrub of how these programs, how they're being spent, and how they interact with a lot of the executive orders that the president signed. And I think that's the main criteria they're using: is does this implicate, do the executive orders implicate funding in this particular way? They have taken certain things, I think, off the table. Some of you have asked specifically about programs, any program that directly benefits an individual, Medicaid, SNAP, those types of programs are unimpacted by this. What is impacted, obviously, is DEI, the Green New Deal, things like that. And so those are in direct contradiction with the EOs the President signed earlier this week. So
they're providing the Green New Deal involve major infrastructure projects.
And they're providing additional clarity and guidance on that. And hopefully they will further clarify what exactly will be impacted by this. But I don't think it's unusual for an administration to pause. They certainly did that. Biden did that in 2021 with respect to funding for the border wall. But I think, Senator Risch, did you want to speak to that?
Well, very briefly. Look at this from a 50,000-foot standpoint to begin with. For all of you who haven't noticed, this is a different day in Washington, D.C. The President of the United States wants to do something about inflation. Where does inflation start? It starts at government overspending, and particularly when it's deficit spending. We're going in debt $1 trillion every 100 days. The best way to start going after inflation is to ratchet that back. What he has said is, let's pause for 90 days. This is a work in progress. Everybody take a deep breath, stay calm. Every one of these programs is going to be looked at. He didn't say, well, we're going to do a 2-year study, blah, blah, blah. He said 90 days, we're going to look at it, and it's working. I've talked to Secretary Rubio several times over the weekend and on Monday because of questions from my colleagues, questions from you, questions from a lot of people is, how's this going to go down? Well, the way it's working is there is constant input on programs going in right now that are being looked at. One of the best things that's happened about it is we have, from foreign relations, from intelligence, we've tried to get information out of these agencies, and man, it is tough, as you all know. Now that the agencies realize their programs are on the chopping block, they're running out of their cubby holes in mass, showing us information that we've been trying to get. This is going to work. Everybody stay calm. We'll get this done, and we'll reduce spending. Thank you.